impossible. That is absolutely impossible what he just did. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen in my life.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This here is another edition of the Destination Fantasy Podcast. I am joined with, let me see, we got two people here today. I got, of course, my buddy Deshaun, and then also introducing his first time on the podcast, my boy Woody. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, fellas? Feeling good, man. Feeling good. How y'all feeling, man?
Great, man. Great. Glad to be here. Another day on God's green earth is a good day for me.
I feel that.
Absolutely. So, all right. So, you know, we got today's show is basically about the Chicago Bears. That's my team, but that's also Woody's team as well. You know, Steeler Nation gonna have to take a back seat today. It's okay though. But before we even get into that, let's quick hits around the NFL. We actually got some movement here instead of speculation. Got a little movement here that with a few people. So first one, big domino, I guess a big domino these days. J.J. Watt. Not only he didn't go to Pittsburgh, he didn't go to Green Bay or Buffalo or Tennessee or Cleveland. He went to Arizona. So I guess real quick, what's your thoughts about that? We'll start with Deshaun and Woody. And then we'll go from there.
All right. So, I mean, like you said, I think the most surprising thing was, Jamar, that out of all the teams that J.J. Watt listed, even like a few teams outside of the top five, Arizona wasn't even mentioned, bro. So they just like snuck in and like kind of like stole the show. Now, again, I think J.J. Watt made it pretty clear that he wanted to join a team that had a chance to go to like the promised land. So I'm thinking that J.J. Watt liking what he's seeing with like this young team. I'm not sure if the Cardinals are ready to take that step just yet, but in my opinion, dude, this like levels them up. It's not on par with the DeAndre Hopkins acquisition, apparently, because I mean that was like monumental, but this is huge. When JJ Watt is healthy, he is a top 5 defensive player in the league, has been for like the past, 5 to 7 years or something like that. I mean, it was just a great pickup. And as you know, Jamar, I am a huge Kyler Murray fan. I'm not going to say an Arizona fan, but I like to see them play football. It's just must-see TV, and adding J.J. Watt to that makes me definitely want to tune in up on Sunday.
Facts. What you think, real quick?
I mean, man, yeah, it's definitely going to make the Cardinals better, no doubt. I don't know how far much it moves them up necessarily in the conference, but I mean, having a Pro Bowl talent like J.J. Watt is always going to help the pass rush, help all of that out too, man. So I mean, I like it, and then obviously, every good quarterback, especially young good quarterback, time management, things like that, always important. So better defense, what I'm saying, it's just gonna help him out a lot. I feel like, man, I like it.
No, that's true. So my thing is, I guess he don't like the snow, so I'm guessing that's why he stayed in the South there. But I guess my thing is, like, with Kyler Murray, if he takes a leap forward like Josh Allen did from last year to this year, then you might have a legitimate chance to get to that Super Bowl. NFC West is arguably the toughest division now in the football league. So
facts.
We gonna see though. We definitely gonna see.
Go ahead. I was gonna say not to jump the gun too much, but speaking of the NFC West, depending on how those QB situations fully shape out and all that though, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, you're right. This is going to be a quarterback extravaganza, carousel, merry-go-round, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is right now. And so, speaking of quarterbacks, your boy Big Ben, Deshaun restructured his deal, took $5 million off the top, coming back for one more round. I guess, what's your thoughts on that?
Man, like my thoughts are like I like it. I mean, I like it a lot, but I don't necessarily love it, Jamar. And like, here's why. So me and you both like reiterated at the fact that, dude, our conference is young. I mean, you look at Joe Burrow, you look at Lamar Jackson, you look at Cincinnati quarterback. Wait, I already said Joe Burrow.
Baker.
Baker Mayfield. All those guys are in their 20s, man. All those guys are in their 20s. And then we got Grandpa Ben, as I like to call him right now. He's pushing 40. No doubt about it. He has done great things in his career. Went to 3 Super Bowls, won 2. So was very close to even winning that 3rd Super Bowl. So I think it's only right that the Steelers organization gives this guy, a nice ride into like the sunset. But I really expected it to be for 1 year. But the way how the contract is restructured, it is for 2. So I think it's good in that note. But on a negative note, more so, I just think it hurts them in terms of young growth. Like a name that was mentioned again about us acquiring was like a Sam Darnold or somebody like that. So I just think that just kind of more so hinders the growth at the quarterback position. And honestly, it's not even like the biggest of our issues right now, gentlemen. At the quarterback position, like we got a bunch of holes to fill. I mentioned that with you guys, yesterday up on the early morning sports talk podcast. About they have so many holes to fill. I like this, but I just don't love it.
I got you. I mean, we'll see what happens. The new NFL season hasn't even officially started yet. We still got about 6-7 weeks into the NFL draft. So I mean, there's still plenty of time and room for improvement here between now and then with any one of our teams.
Facts.
And then quarterback Alex Smith was released by the Washington football team. That saves them like $14.5 million on the cap. So I guess it kind of makes sense for both sides there. Mm-hmm. Just any quick thoughts about Alex Smith? Anybody? Because that coming back from that leg injury and come back later the year, the whole shebang.
Yeah, don't come to Chicago. I ain't trying to be mean, man, but like you said, bro, the QB pick is just being realistic, man. It's very, very, very nice this offseason, bro. So I ain't gonna lie. If we ended, no disrespect, but if we ended up there instead of some of these other names we looking at, man, it'd be a little bit of a letdown, bro. Just being honest.
Hey, you know what? That's a perfect segue into our main topic of the day, the Chicago Bears. And speaking of which, the main thing, like it's no secret around the league. We need a quarterback, Woody. we do. And
facts. No way around it, bro.
It is what it is. And, in years past, we'll see, the name brand Captain Crunch on the shelves, and we'll get what's that cereal?
Great value. Get the great value version.
Great value.
King Vitamin, what you say?
Kaboom.
Kaboom. Right. That's just what it is. That's just what our organization does at the quarterback position. We get any other position right, but we can't get the main one. And I'm sorry, like in the year 2021, you just can't make it to the Super Bowl with a strong defense and strong special teams. You got to have a QB. It's a QB-driven league. Alex Smith's name is linked to the Bears for multiple reasons. I get it, but if I'm Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace only have 1 year left on my deal, this is what I'm asking anybody. Like, if anybody approached me with this Alex Smith idea, which a couple of people on Facebook did, and I come back and respond like, if I'm Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy, I have 1 year left. You think if I'm gonna go down, you think I'm gonna go down with Alex Smith, or I'm gonna go down hitting for the fences? That's
swinging for the year. Truth.
So yeah, they have to get this right, gentlemen. They have to. Otherwise, don't. I feel like, hey, if I was the owner, I'm like, hey, don't come back in this office without a quarterback. And you got to the NFL draft to get it done. Otherwise, don't come back, period. We'll ship you your things. That's how I feel.
Do you think that draft pick, that last QB draft pick that we had, as the years go by, it just looks more and more like a bad pick, so to speak?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not, see, the thing is, I don't blame Mitch, because that's what he's talking about. I don't blame him because he wasn't the one that put himself in that situation.
Truth.
The first bad domino was the Bears traded up 1 pick. They were like 3-4 draft picks. They draft the quarterback, that I'm pretty darn sure the 49ers wasn't going to draft to begin with. And then with that, you pick him. I understand if you didn't pick Patrick Mahomes because only the real people knew who Patrick Mahomes was at the time. But to pick him over Deshaun Watson, which was a known commodity, which basically was the year that he beat Alabama, the Alabama Crimson Tide, in the national championship game, for you to pick Mitchell Trubisky, who only had 13 career starts, over a guy that's a proven champion, and for all this to happen right now, yeah, that's a bad look.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like take like a step back from like the quarterback situation. So again, with Alex Smith, you guys, look, in my opinion, he had a very, very good career. Okay, true. I mean, he is the ultimate. Excuse me, he is the ultimate game manager, I guess, so to speak. If you need a win, you can place this guy in, but he's just one of those guys who will not take you to like the promised land. Like you said, Jamar, this is 2021, highly quarterback-driven league. You honestly are only as good as like your quarterback. You look at all the quarterbacks who won Super Bowls for like the past 10 years, all those guys are Hall of Famers, point blank, period. So kudos to Alex Smith, but if Ryan Pace if he's that dumb to pick this, man, look, I've said this about the Bears. I see every time I pick up my phone, or every time who we like to call Jamar Schefter texts me about like the Bears potentially picking this guy. Look, stop pump faking, bro. Stop pump faking. You know, take a shot. Take a shot downfield at one of these big name quarterbacks, the Russell Wilson, the Deshaun Watson. Man, do you know how monumental that would be? Big market in Chicago. Bringing in a Deshaun Watson, bringing in a Russell Wilson. Look, I really want to see Deshaun Watson in Chicago. And I'm saying this, look, I am here. I would definitely go to a Bears game to watch this guy play some football. Deshaun Watson is electric. Like this guy he's young. I mean, he has it. Lining him up with that Bears defense, a couple of again, he needs some more wide receivers up on that team, some more playmakers. But if they work, they'll be elite. Bears already barely made the playoffs last year with Deshaun Watson. They are a legit contender in the NFC. Again, even if they were to take a Russell Wilson, they're still a legit contender. So Bears organization, Ryan Pace, all you guys up top, stop pump faking, man. Throw the damn ball.
Hey, I mean, that's absolute nothing but facts. And so with a lot of different quarterbacks that's linked here between, you know, the cream of the crop and Alex Smith, I even heard Mariota's name and some other crap. It basically comes down to these two big names. Like, they're the biggest fish on the market right now. We already seen 3 quarterbacks move. And thank you once again, Indianapolis Colts, for taking that disaster away from us. Man, but basically, between Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson, for me, I don't care. But if there's a preference, I know, Deshaun, you basically said Deshaun Watson. Woody, if you had to pick between the two, which one would you want right now?
I'm going to be honest with you, man. That's super tough because obviously the defense is aging, right? It's not going to last forever. Right. Not that I don't necessarily think Deshaun can't get it done. Just with Russ obviously being battle-tested, being the top, you know what I'm saying, 5-6 ranked QB for however, you know what I'm saying, how long now. I mean, it's just one of those, it's that vet confidence, I guess. If any factor, because I wouldn't mind having either one either. But if we just got to go with if one factor that's going to make it stand out is just that confidence and you know, Russ being that vet, man, I'll probably have to choose him if I had to choose.
No, I'm with him, Jamar. It's like flip a coin, basically, right? Kind of more so like you were saying. So we all know, I think Russell Wilson is ranked in like the top 3 in QB rankings of all time or something like that. It's something crazy, like a 103.7. And this is QBR, like for his career. QBR, yeah. So that's
ridiculous.
It really is. This guy does not turn the football over. He got one of the prettiest deep balls you will ever see in the game. I mean, he is a proven winner. He's a trooper. He commands his troops. He's what a QB captain should be. Now, granted, the only reason I would like to see Deshaun Watson in Chicago, again, flip a coin, gentlemen, but Deshaun Watson brings that extra dynamic using his legs. He's just electric to watch. Like, I just like this guy running around back there, making these, like, crazy plays. Is basically Patrick Mahomes-esque, how if I shall say. I've seen this guy do some things that no one else can do up on the football field. I think this will be a dream matchup for the Chicago Bears, in my opinion. So,
Facts.
Hey, Deshaun, I got a quick question for you, bro.
Yeah.
How would you have preferred y'all re-sign Ben for those 2 years, or went out and got something else?
You know what, man? Like I thought long and hard about that. And honestly, bro, I'm pro Ben. I am pro Ben. I want to see this guy go out on a good note. Again, it was super sour how we ended like the season. I know you guys saw that. We started the season super strong. And it's just, Jamar, we even like shared like the cartoon about like the half drawn like horse or whatever up on here before. So it was, beautifully drawn at first. And then toward the end, it just looked like, my, 2-year-old, nephew drew like the rest of it. But honestly, bro, I am okay with, allowing Big Ben to just go off and ride into like the sunset. We got like maybe a very, very tight window. I think he still got a little bit left in the tank. So I just would like to see how this thing unfolds. I could be wrong about him having something left in the tank. So I am like 51%, which is going to push me over that okay mark, and 49 the other way. So I'm here for it, bro. I am right as of right now. I am here for it.
Respect your honesty on that one. I do. I guess my 2 cents on this quarterback situation. It's like, like whoever they bring in, and if they end up winning a Super Bowl, you will be like, engraved in Chicago sports history. You will be, if it's one of these guys, you would probably have a statue up by the next season.
Man, no, for real.
It's that deep right now. Like it's basically tomato, right? So if you take Deshaun Watson, you like both of these guys are great leaders, right?
Yep.
You take Deshaun Watson, he brings a certain like aura or swag to him, right?
Right.
And it's a level of confidence that you see him have. Like his time in Houston, like for the most part, it's basically been him and D-Hop until this past year. And defense has been okay at times, below average. It's basically he's the one winning games for them. That's what it feels like to me. Right. And I'll never forget. There's a couple moments in my head like only him and maybe like 2 other people in this league will ever make these type of plays. Like that playoff game 2 years ago when they beat Buffalo, when he scrambled out and like hit Buddy on the for a touchdown, like towards the end of the game. That was crazy. There was some couple of moments his rookie year, like he did some things. It's just something about him. It's like people play for this guy.
Facts.
And
that's important.
Yeah. And same thing with Russell. Like he has a different type of like, I guess, good energy towards him. It's like he's probably like the best leader out there as far as a quarterback is concerned.
Point blank, period. And his professionalism as a quarterback is unmatched. I mean, unmatched.
And he has, some people call it, I don't know, kind of lame/corny-ish, but I feel like that's like, that goes out the window because this man, all
at that point, results.
He wins games. He does everything the right way. He makes players better. Like he turned Tyler Lockett, Tyler Lockett was already good, but he turned him into like one of the most underrated guys out there. You think he could probably do the same with Darnell Mooney? Like the tight end situation, like he turned Luke Wilson and into somebody like solid. Greg Olsen, he gave him an extra like couple of 6 games before he got hurt into like Jimmy Graham. He rejuvenated Jimmy Graham when we thought Jimmy Graham was done.
True.
I mean, we got Cole Kmet, who I feel like is going to be a stud one day.
Man, he can be very solid. And I was just like talking to like my pop about that. And he's a Bears fan just like you guys, diehard. And we talk back and forth, and that's the reason why I will always have a soft spot in my heart for you guys as Chicago Bears because of my pop. So, and he's just thinking about. I think that you guys do have enough weapons to win, but it's just Mitchell Trubisky is not the guy, and I am tipping my hat to Mitch because he played well last year, in my opinion. He played well. It's just not well enough for you guys to maintain that elite status inside the NFC. So hopefully going forward, one of these two do it'll be amazing. Just like you said, Jamar, like they're by default probably the best quarterback in Bears history if they're automatically, inserted into like the lineup. And that's wild to even think. Right. You know what I mean? So whichever way you go on here, left or right, we see them right there. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. You guys are automatically inserted into like that level of eliteness, like in my opinion. So hopefully this really turns out into a real thing. I would love to see that. And if you guys are looking to go to a Chicago Bears game, if they land these two, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hey, like you said, left or right, Russell Wilson on the left, Deshaun Watson on the right. I just don't need them to turn to a renegade and try to force right. That's what I don't need right now.
Another question, fellas. Are we at all, just to be fair in the comparison, are we taking age at all into this conversation?
Go ahead, Jamar.
Like, is it because I feel like Russ can go for a while, but just to be fair, you know what I'm saying?
No, age is a factor, but as we've, I guess, been witnesses of the last couple of years, like the way that the rules are, like quarterbacks can play until like they 40. So Russ he's 32. He got at least another 7 years, in my opinion.
I think Russ got some more time too. Yeah.
And I'm with you. I'm with you, Jamar. I'm thinking like the same thing. Again, this is a quarterback protected league. They, those guys, you can't basically like sneeze on them without getting like a penalty nowadays. So that's just all to protect the most important position on the football field and probably the most important position in all of sports here. So yeah, I don't think age really plays a factor either way. And Russell Wilson has been taking like a bunch of hits over his time in Seattle, which is one of the reasons that he want to leave. Deshaun Watson has been injured, so it's I really don't think it's like a really big deal.
Okay.
And then I think it was one other thing I wanted to point out here, and I can't put my finger on it. I really just
right. You come back. Nah, you good. If you remember, you can always come back.
Always. So I guess really quick, just to keep it moving so we're not stagnant here. So, I remember now. So last thing between these two. So what are you willing to give up for these guys? I'll go first really quick. Personally, I'm doing whatever needs to be done.
If I
got to give up 3 first-round picks, if I got to give up 2 defensive players, do it. Because at the end of the day, it is a lot easier to replace those positions instead of this quarterback position. I mean, the Bears have been around for 101 years and have yet to get the quarterback position right. So
last quarterback who went to the Super Bowl with was Rex. So that don't even count. And that don't even count for real because that defense and that kick return was crazy that year.
For the first 5 minutes of the game, I thought we was gonna get it done, man. I was so pumped.
That's a fact, bro. And you think about that, and you saying the next Bears QB is gonna be our best QB, and it's like when you think about the last one we had, and even obviously even prior to that, but the last one we had go to the Super Bowl, and it's like, yeah, it's almost not even close, bro. Not even close.
It's not. And here's a couple things like Mitchell Trubisky is like, I think he holds a couple of Bears records already. Just let that sink in.
Right.
Jay Cutler is probably arguably our most statistic best quarterback ever. Let that sink in.
Right.
And so like Ryan Pace, like here's an opportunity to right your wrongs. Go get Deshaun Watson. You passed up on him. Go right your wrongs. or go get the most professional guy out there that can get the job done. Like right your wrongs. That's what I'm about to say. So
and I'm gonna keep it really, really quick, Jamar, because you hit on every aspect of what I was about to say. What do you move? You move heaven and earth.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, if you gotta move like some of your assets as far as vehicles or something like that, you go get Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson,
like
period.
These names ain't just gonna be available, bro. That's a fact.
Yep.
Like when has it ever like the planets aligned and all these quarterbacks are available at one time?
Right. Because you could not get your first choice and still be great off. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
I mean, not to stay up on this topic too much longer, but I just got like a really, really quick hit for both of you guys. So, you know, this ain't a perfect world. 2020 already showed us that. So, right. I mean, how do you guys feel if you don't land one of these two big names? Is there another name in Chicago that can even come close to putting you guys in the position that these two guys can? I'm just saying, like, you got to be prepared for like a letdown.
Right.
It may be a possibility that you can snag someone else other than these two names. Now, I get it. This is the creme de la creme here. But let's just say if you don't land them, I want to know you guys' thoughts.
Go ahead, Woody.
I was gonna actually say this. Either you know, like any closer insight into the Dak Prescott situation?
So the Dak Prescott situation, I'm thinking I would have to definitely ask Jamar a little bit about that.
Right.
But I'm thinking that they are going to keep Dak Prescott in Dallas. Jamar, can you confirm that for us?
What about Dak? Sorry.
The Dak Prescott situation.
Yes, is he gonna be? You know what I'm saying? Are they trying to keep him over there? Is he gonna be available? You think? Because that was a name I was looking at even earlier. Once I found out his contract was coming, and then obviously the injury happened.
Right.
So
it's still murky right now.
Yeah.
Because you know Dak, from what's being reported, he wants a deal right behind Mahomes, which you know that's true. Man. Good luck with that.
Crazy.
Coming off the injury too, though. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you know, this deal should have been done a long time ago. And so it's either they're going to franchise him one more time. Like the only other person that's been franchised twice for a quarterback has been Kirk Cousins. Look how he turned out as far as getting that fully guaranteed contract in Minnesota. Or they just going to let him go. So it's still up in the air, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I mean, nobody's going to be exactly to the caliber as far as these free agent QBs as a Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson. But I mean, I even checked like, look, I'm going to ask Jamar, would you rather go ride out Michigan or go Jacoby Brissett? Because that's about the third. I'm not for the lie to you, bro.
And then I'm gonna just follow with the question I asked earlier. Like, if I'm the Bears, and if I'm going, like, am I really gonna bet my last year on Mitchell Trubisky, Jacoby Brissett?
That's what we're looking at, though, man. After them, yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, to answer your question, Deshaun, if we don't get one of these names, and if it ain't a Dak Prescott at this point,
right, or that,
like, it's a wrap.
It's a failed mission. It's a failed mission. Fact.
Okay, no. I'll accept that. I just thought that it would be a quarterback out there that would like kind of soften the blow a little bit for you guys, so you wouldn't hit the canvas at a complete like.
It's like a perception thing. So so let's just say how realistic this is for the Bears. They probably strike out, right? And maybe they go get a Jameis Winston or a Mariota, somebody of a decent caliber, but. It's like around here, it's like, why are we settling for these guys when these guys was available? So
I'm with you.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares if they go get somebody else. You need
you getting a 20 up ranked QB. I mean, is that really increasing the situation like that? You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
So yeah.
Like why I can't go get a Jag or a Range Rover that's within my price range and I settle for a freaking Honda or something like.
Right, you got the Accord though.
Volkswagen. I don't know. PT Cruiser. I don't know, man. I don't understand. So So yeah, I mean the ball is definitely in their court. It's like you said, Deshaun, quit pump faking, throw the ball and
Yep.
just do it. Like
right, yeah. What you got to lose, especially like you said, your last year as an owner or a GM? It's like, man, yeah, man, you might as well go out swinging for the fences, bro. Especially like I said, with this defense only gonna be elite for so long, and I've been saying this, man. So it is a win now situation for me, as I see it for the Bears, bro. So if you don't take advantage of that and treat it as a win now situation, yeah, it's gonna be ugly, bro. It's gonna be ugly quick.
facts. And like I'm okay if I have to give up Khalil Mack, and I know it is what it is. I know some people disagree on. I'm okay with that because, like I
At the
said,
end of the day, yeah,
it's easier to replace him than it is the quarterback situation. There's
That's
101 years of evidence of that.
right. Yeah. Look, we've had Khalil Mack with the QB situation we've had, and you know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So no, I hear you on that for sure.
All right, and so whoever we bring in here, like there's some weapons here, right? That we have that we should have. Like this guy, we need to stop pump faking on him and bring him back in.
Don't get me started, Jamal. Don't get me started, man.
And before I even ask the question about Allen Robinson and where you rank him, like, look, if we do not have Allen Robinson back, this offense it's done. It's completely done. And I was saying this since the middle of the season. Like, if we don't resign him, I don't care what you do. Like, our offense is shot. Just throw the whole season away because he's the only person that has really gives us a chance to move the ball. Without him, it's done. And so, with that being said, this is a fantasy football show. Allen Robinson has in the past couple of years, like you said, not a sexy name, Deshaun, but he's been in that wide receiver one territory. So I guess where do you rank him? Whoever the Bears quarterback is, where do you rank him?
No matter who the Bears quarterback is, I mean, you got to think about like the names that he has played with at the quarterback position, even in his time in like Jacksonville when he was like super productive, just as productive as he is right now in Chicago. He's never really had a true QB. So, I mean, like this guy has got it done. It's kind of almost on like a DeAndre Hopkins level as far as DeAndre being able to be rotated in with any quarterback and given his, productive still, maintained. It was still high. So in a fantasy world, Allen Robinson, in my opinion, is a top 10 to 12. He is a wide receiver one. I mean, no matter how look, he gets the catches. The only thing that he isn't going to wow you with is his speed. He's not a speed guy. He's not going to take the top off of a defense. But this guy, route running, pure, hands. Almost second to none, toughness unmatched. I seen him even play out there with like an ankle injury or something like that, and he still went out. I was hesitant about playing him. I'm like, I'm not about to stop playing him now. Left him out there, 112 yards and a touchdown up on like a bum ankle. So this guy is a proven veteran. He has been consistent enough. Give him a contract. You know how I feel about Allen Robinson, Jamar. He is a fantastic football player. He does everything you need from the wide receiver position. In my opinion, wide receiver one all day.
There you go.
Yeah, I would definitely have to agree with that, bro. I've been an A-Rob fan since he was over in Jacksonville as well, too. Definitely one of those top, like you said, 10 to 12 elite talents. And I really love the comparison. Obviously, DeAndre Hopkins is just like a, you know what I'm saying?
A freak of nature.
Have a long talent. Yeah, he's just a freak of nature. But he is touching that that QB proof territory, I feel like. So to be there and then to see him if we get one of these elite dudes, throw him the ball, man. Oh no, that'd be a sight to see, bro. That'd be a sight to see. And yeah, get that man his money. Most definitely, man. Definitely earned it.
For real. So I remember on Twitter, on my Jay Good Sports page.
I'm on the page. You go ahead. Go ahead, girl. You going too slow.
So I tweeted out one time when he was still in Jacksonville. I said, Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns it's going to be the best wide receiver tandem. Of course, that didn't pan out, and I caught some heat for that. But that's how much I thought of this guy since then. It's like the things that he was doing with Blake Bortles, and boy, please don't let me get me started on Blake Bortles.
And we almost thought Blake Bortles was solid. All the stuff he was doing, Allen Hurns and Allen Robinson was over there. It was okay. Blake pretty nice. And then the truth came out.
Man,
facts.
But this dude is just a gamer, and he's part of that. I feel like this wide receiver class of 2014 is probably gonna go down as one of the best ones of all time. And he was part of that class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he needs to get paid. He is definitely wide receiver one territory all the time. And like you said, Woody, imagine if we had an elite thrower of the football to give him the ball just how much more his value would be. Imagine if the Bears actually drafted Deshaun Watson and we went out and got Allen Robinson that time. Like just imagine.
Right. And they would have developed together and everything. Yeah, nah. That would have been nice.
Chicago, right your wrongs. This is your opportunity.
2 fans. Look, we holding our fan cards in our hands, bro. No.
Like I ain't never thought about trading my fan card, but I mean,
man, that's what I'm wrong.
If y'all screw this up, it's like
this would be some heartbreak. For real.
I'll be hurt big time. So so pay that man, get him back on this team. There's another weapon that came on towards the end of last year, David Montgomery. Coming out, I think it was him, Miles Sanders, and it was somebody else I can't put my finger on. That was like basically it was 3 running backs that was solid in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and we got the third one, and it's basically everything they said. Like there was hardly any weaknesses of this guy, and he sort of first couple. I don't know. This is his second year, so last year, it wasn't. He couldn't do much. I think that was just because of the scheme they was running, and then this year it kind of started off the same, but all of a sudden, Ryan got their act together towards the second half of the season, and all of a sudden, this man burst onto the scene, and you saw the potential just dripping all over this guy as he just running 80 yards for a touchdown here, and just bulldozing somebody here, one cut here, and he's gone. And this man finished top 5 in rushing yards this year, all of a sudden, which was insane. So, Deshaun, I know you love this guy. Where do you rank him?
Man, look, I like David Montgomery a lot, and it is one of those things where you and I, Jamar, I remember when this guy was drafted, and I think I shot you a message or something like that. I'm like, man, y'all got y'all one because of the things that I saw that this guy was able to do. So David Montgomery was one of those picks. Like last year, I had him in like 2 leagues. I think I picked him both as a RB3 in both leagues, and that actually panned out well for me, you guys, because as you can see, let me go ahead and give you some stats up on this guy real quick, man, because I like this guy so much. I just, I keep stats around upon him. So he finished top 4 running back at number 4, 264 fantasy points, and this is PPR format right here. So that's pretty darn good right there. And considering that he had over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns with 54 catches, that's something that you want to be able to target whenever you're drafting a running back. Now, again, the only thing that's going to kind of steer me away from drafting him as let's just say it's 12-team format, and with me not drafting him within like that top 12 is I'm not sure about how you guys' offense will look this year. But I'm going to say this. He is a extremely high-end RB2 with no doubt about it, RB1 potential, in my opinion. But let's just say that you guys do land one of those names that we were just previously talking about. Oh, yeah.
Oh, top 5.
RB1. RB1, no.
Yeah, top 5, definitely. Yeah.
So I like David Montgomery a lot. I do. I just hope that his full potential may be unlocked. Again, he came on late, and I was waiting, boom, and he finally just burst onto the scene. I think 5 straight games, rushing for 100 yards or something like that, or a touchdown within that span. It was just absolutely ridiculous Love David Montgomery, high end, very high end RB2 with potential to be RB1. Absolutely.
Hey, real quick before I let you go, Woody, I think the game that he started to really burst on the scene was against Houston, the Texans.
Oh, wow. You're right. I think so.
He had that 80-yard touchdown beginning of the game, and it was all she wrote after that. But go ahead, Woody.
Oh, yeah. So Dave Montgomery, I actually have some quick little stats put up here, too. So from 2019 to 2020, he did have 30 more receptions. He went from 25 to 54. So he was more active within the offense, definitely. But he only had 5 more carries and went from that 889 to breaking that 1,070. So, yeah, the growth was definitely there, the growth factor, which you definitely want to see in year 2. And I hate to take Deshaun answer, bro, but I feel like that's perfect, man. High end QB2. And if we could get any one of those guys on the center, any one of those elite guys, I mean, how do you not rank them top 5? So, no, man, I like them, bro. I like them definitely.
Facts. No, we're in agreement here. It's definitely a lot of RB1 upside on this guy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
100%.
And so yeah, if you right now get him as your second running back, you would not be mad at all. If you can somehow get him as your third running back, which I don't think you can anymore. But
straight steal.
Right. But man, yeah, who's in your league now?
No, at that point, we would definitely have to, take that as a contributing factor. Like, who the heck are you playing with right now, man? Let this guy slide to RB3 territory.
Yeah, you get them 3, man. Yeah, no, you're an excellent there.
Man, so it's like, yeah, he's definitely a very, very strong RB2 in most leagues and deeper leagues. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 14-team leagues, and yeah, he's probably going to be RB1. 12-team, I feel like he's right on that fence right now.
Fence, yeah, true.
So yeah, no, he definitely like his progression. The other running back that I couldn't think of earlier was Josh Jacobs. So between Josh Jacobs,
okay,
Miles Sanders, and David Montgomery,
okay.
Like that's some good company to be in my opinion, between those guys.
Yeah.
And so another target who made his rookie year last year that showed flashes, especially towards the second half of the season, is Cole Kmet. I know, Jimmy Graham was signed to be the starter, which he did, and Jimmy Graham actually was really solid the whole year, and I was glad to have him in uniform. But Jimmy Graham is he is prone to being cut this offseason, and it's just more so for cap because he has saved us $7 million. And I'm how I feel about that. I'm half and half on that one. But Cole Kmet, like I said, show flashes. I feel like he can be a gamer. Hopefully they treat him right and not like ship him off to Carolina like 2 years later, like they did Greg Olsen about 15 years ago. So
right.
Anyway, Cole Kmet, it's like where do you rank him in this highly undependable tight end position besides 2 people? So
right. So Cole Kmet, he has potential all the way around him, right? So we got a chance to watch this guy, at the University of Notre Dame before he was drafted. Like I've watched him in college, and he looks good. And sometimes you don't even realize that this guy is 6'6", man, and he has very, very soft hands for like a tight end. He's able to block and do things of that nature. Those are 2 key pieces that I think the Bears should kind of more so centralize their offense around as far as like the passing game. Get Kmet more involved. Make sure you do your thing with Allen Robinson on the outside. Now, with that being said, like you said, Jamar, tight end was like very, very thin this year. It was undependable outside, maybe a list of, I'm even going to bump your 2 up to like maybe like a 4 with like the exceptions of what's the TJ Hawkinson kind of more so made a surge this year, and outside of Darren Waller, obviously Travis Kelce, and that great tight end in San Francisco.
Okay.
So
Kittle.
with those guys,
Kittle
I think
flex.
Kittle. So I think those guys are pretty much what you want to go for in like those earlier rounds. But Kmet does have the potential to fall within that top 10. I mean, I'm just gonna throw out like some random names, like a Mike Gesicki, who actually finished higher than what like a lot of people predicted. So it's crazy that every question that on every person, it kind of more so depends on the quarterback position, you guys. Like, I'm being completely honest, because Cole Kmet, 6'6" tight end, you know what I mean? Jimmy Graham-esque. So I like him a lot. I liked him coming out of college. His potential is there to be within that top 10 like tight ends, considering that position is already thin. But for now, I would have to label him as a tight end too.
That's fair.
All right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, tight. I don't think it's any other way to rank him other than tight end too, to be honest with you. I like him a lot. Like you said, he had that second half service and everything, showed the flashes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no, he's definitely one of those guys that in terms of fantasy, he would definitely be on my radar, because as not a top 2, you know what I'm saying, 3 tight end necessarily, he is a guy that you could definitely draft and get later, but it's still going to give you, you know what I'm saying, some solid production. And again, depending on that QB situation, you might get even more production out of him than you thought. So, I definitely like him. But yeah, I'd probably say tight end 2, probably the fairest way to rank him, though, honestly.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Even with the uncertainty of the position here, because like other random names like Logan Thomas, who came out of nowhere.
Oh my God, he was on fire.
Right.
And dude, given that, man, go ahead, Jamar. I like him a lot.
Mark
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah. Mark Andrews, you know what I'm saying?
Mark Andrews. Yeah, we forgot about old Mark, man.
Mark Andrews, yep. Baltimore, yep.
So we already named about 6 names there that he's probably not going to finish above those guys 9 times out of 10, but the potential is there, and like that's my thing. He looks like what you want in the tight end.
He does. So there's definitely tight end 1 upside for sure, without a doubt. It's just more so scheme, quarterback, situation. Is just basically just like with any other tight end besides those top 4 that you named. So I mean, we'll see, but I think we got ourselves a good one there. And so, I mean, really quick before we switch gears, any other thoughts about the Chicago Bears? Anybody? You know, I feel like we definitely spent a lot of time on what needs to be done for the main component of their offseason, but anything else?
No, I mean, again, like every little situation that we name on the show today, man, it all stems back to the quarterback position. Address that first. You got some guys put in place as far as a wide receiver. You got one of the best, in my opinion, in Allen Robinson. You got a young up-and-coming running back and tight end inside the league. Those are 3 positions that you need to generate some offense. It just all comes down to that quarterback position. Your defense is solid. Is very, very solid. And Woody, you made a great point that defense is aging, and they have been together a while. So within like the next 3 years, you may see some pieces move due to age or due to contract, negotiations, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, Jamar, that QB position is the hardest to replace. So all of these, factors are going to be determined by who's under center for Chicago start of the season.
Facts. Big facts.
Yeah, no, I definitely couldn't disagree, bro. I mean, when the team is winning a lot, or when they losing a lot, it usually falls on the QB. So we understand how important the position is, man, and just with the timing, what we need as far as that last piece with us already having the offensive line, and then obviously what either one of those guys we talked about could do to push us over the edge. I mean, all of these positions that we talk about, they got to have somebody throwing the ball, right? With the exception of, the running back. So it's like you got to start with that main piece, that QB.
Yep. Well, there you have it. All right, just to switch gears here. So, like I said, this is a fantasy football show, and Woody was one of our members of our main league that we've been doing for a while. Woody hasn't been in the league as long, but you've been in there for like 3 years, 4 years now, something like that.
Yeah, close to the 4 or 5, but man, the injuries this year was like in all my leagues, man, it was wild.
No, Definitely was. So we just gonna bring it up here. Here's your team. You finished 6-6, and somehow you tied with somebody. I forgot who, but
I think
roster building.
it was either Chris or Reap. It had to be. Those guys always time, man.
Oh,
Jamar,
man.
did we make any moves this year?
What do you mean?
Did we make any transactions this year, Jamar? Me and you? I feel like we usually try to cook something up, man.
You know what?
I can't remember if we did this year.
I know we did last year for sure.
Not this year? Okay.
I think
right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So yeah,
all right.
this is your team. Well, this is your final roster. Man was lucky to have Dalvin Cook here, Chris Carson, solid. Baker, man. Matter of fact, go ahead and go through your team, man. Can you see it really well?
No, yeah, I'm trying to remember myself because I definitely got my phone over here, but I can see the roster a little bit. Let me see.
You need me to zoom in?
Because this was definitely
zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, bro. If you could, please, I appreciate you.
Appreciate
you. This is definitely the year I did like 3-4 leagues too.
Is that better or more?
I think I can make it work, man. I remember, Adam Thielen. Yep. He's coming back now. Baker, Dalvin, Mike Evans, man. I'm looking at this roster again. I'm like, bro, what happened?
Like, minus that last guy on that bench, Mike Lennon. Other than that,
no, it's a winnable with the roster that he has, like right now.
Right.
I mean, you can win some games like that. The only thing I see within that starters, like right now, Rodrigo Blankenship was huge. Rams defense was very good. Mike Evans was very good. Mark Andrews was solid. Cole Beasley came on. Adam Thielen was pretty good before he, before the rookie started really like surging. Chris Carson is the perfect RB2. I mean, it just seems like
especially in PPR.
He's just a good RB2. Dalvin Cook, we already know what he's about. Baker Mayfield came on strong last year. Gardner Minshew. That's the only true thing that I have with this.
And that was the best QB available. I can tell you that.
And that's because he had Carson Wentz, and we know how that ended.
Yep. So if Raheem Mostert probably would have stayed healthy throughout the year, and even got another good defense within like the Saints. Like the Saints and Rams are so interchangeable. Yeah, like right there, dude. Like so, I mean, the team is not bad. He's just missing like the QB position. I feel like.
And
we're going to some high scoring matchups.
And the crazy thing is, like, every person that we brought on so far, like, their main thing was the QB.
Yep. And you got to understand, this is a 2-quarterback league. If you do not have at least
Dan Pickens,
man, I'm telling you, you have to be on it whenever it comes to quarterbacks. And it seems like every year we draft, the quarterbacks get taken earlier and earlier. So everybody better definitely pay attention to that. That's a little nugget I'm gonna give y'all. I don't like to do that. You know what I mean? I like to come in and dominate, which I did not this year. I did the complete opposite. So it's just one of those things that you definitely have to keep your eye on.
I mean, at least you didn't go into the championship week and your main star put up 6 touchdowns and you still lose, man. I'm still heartbroken. It came down to Monday Night Football. Stephon Diggs did me in, and I had Josh Allen.
Yeah, dude, that was one for the ages. I'm sitting there watching it like it was, Tyson and Holyfield or something like that, bro.
Dude, I already told Alex about himself. I'll do it. Like, bro, that hurt. But yeah, Woody, man, Dalvin Cook, second best running back. Somehow Mark Andrews was the 5th ranked tight end.
Still.
Right.
And it was still considered a down year for him, and that's what I'm saying.
It was a disappointing year, but yeah, he finished top 5.
That still just goes to show you how thin tight end was last year.
Exactly, bro.
I mean it's a solid team though.
Oh, let me ask you this, because I did ask the other 2 guys. You know who your keeper is yet or no?
Man, off of that, let me see. Go back up real quick. Oh, Dalvin.
Remember,
it has to be within top
round 10
your 10th pick, 10th pick or later. So
I forgot about that. 10th pick or later. I almost. I might have to look at my draft list again. I know he wasn't.
Honestly, with your team, I probably would have to too, because I'm not.
Yeah, no, I don't know who I got 10 from this. I'm saying Winston. Man, I would have to go back and look truthfully.
No. I'm with that. Because I don't know how you got that trio of wide receivers that you got, but you
Like,
because I know Mike Evans ain't there. Yeah, Thielen ain't top. I know he was drafted top 10. Man, if I had to say a quick answer though, probably end up being Baker though, especially in this 2 QBR league we got here. Look.
Yeah, I mean, if you pick Baker that late, that's a solid keeper. Very, very solid keeper. You got your
That's probably who ended up being in, truthfully.
Look, while we up on the topic, while we still up on the league of men, Jamar, I think I'm the first person to get to pick where he choose where he picks, right? Since I was that guy who won that losers bracket. And yes, I was playing still every week just to try to save face, man. So
save face,
so it's gonna feel good to know exactly, and I kind of already know. I'm just gonna wait until it's time to do it.
You just gonna be real suspenseful, huh?
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Poker face on right now. So
all right, Lady Gaga, I see you. I ain't mad at you, man. So yeah, we'll definitely get more into our fantasy league as the months go by. But really quick, I don't think the people know, Woody, that you got your own podcast here. Let us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. As the name entails on the screen, Jamar, appreciate you for that, sir. That's WATPOD. Woody and Tommy. Tommy is one of my boys I used to work with. 2 different occasions, 2 different jobs actually. Started a podcast last year, March. We actually coming up, man. 1 year anniversary might be this week. Honestly, it's upcoming week. But about 86 episodes in. It's a general topic podcast. So we do cover the sports, but not nearly as in depth as to what I'm saying on this platform. So yeah, if you're coming for the sports, definitely stick over here. But yeah, no, definitely check us out, man. As you know, Jamar, I mean, anything far as like, if you like media, we talk about when new movies come out, new video games. We'll review different things. I think we actually reviewed Judas and the Black Messiah maybe a couple episodes ago.
I heard.
Talking about anything up and coming, new movies, video games, man. Try to keep y'all entertained. We always play music at the end. Me and Tommy both play a song each, so help y'all build that playlist, man. Anything like that as well too. So you get a little bit of everything with interviews too. We've interviewed anywhere from like a Disney Pixar story artist to like federal agent who specializes in like human trafficking and stuff like that, man. So a lot of interesting stuff, man. A lot of interesting stuff for sure. And of course, the stocks has been a big thing lately because recently starting investing, trying to generate some extra income, man. So yeah, man, you're gonna get everything and everything in between that at the WATPOD for sure.
So where can we find that podcast? Let everybody know, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. All the major platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora. You can check out my Instagram. I always keep the link in the bio. It's actually the same as my tag here. So my first name, WOODIE_WATPOD. If you go to my Instagram, we got the link tree and everything. You can see all the different streaming platforms that we on. But of course, like you said, Apple, Spotify, and Pandora probably the most popular. So yeah, man, appreciate y'all if y'all check us out.
Nice. And how many times a week?
2 days a week. 2 days a week. Monday and Friday. We actually gonna be recording tonight. With it being Sunday, episode will drop tomorrow. Monday mornings, Friday mornings, usually around between 6 and 7. Man. Appreciate y'all most definitely, man, for having me on the show and everything too.
No problem. I enjoyed the podcast. I mean, your podcast was part of the inspiration for us starting our own. Because
appreciate that, bro.
Between like you said, the movie topics to the games, to the current events, to music news. Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the music stuff I don't be knowing nowadays.
So I understand, yeah.
I get it from you all. I don't have a clue, man.
Right, yeah.
Nah, it's a very good podcast, bro. And like you said, I think it's so universal. Like you guys pretty much touch base on like a lot of hot topics and things that are going around like the world, as far as, you know, like you said, music and things of that nature. And it's funny too. So you know what I mean? It definitely keeps me entertained. I love to check in with you guys, man. So
Appreciate
shout
you,
out
bro.
to WATPOD, bro, man. Shout out.
Man,
Okay.
appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all fellas for sure.
No problem. So, all right, just a couple last things before we close out. One thing here, we do have a giveaway. It's probably going to be some type of merchandise, probably a hoodie. We are about to enter hoodie season here. I mean, honestly, I've been wearing hoodies all winter, but nobody knows.
Right.
Thanks. But yeah, just, you know, be on the lookout for that. We have some new designs coming in. I can't wait. We're gonna revamp our store,
and they fire too. So just hold off, man, until we actually get these things going. Trust me, you will not be, you know, you're just gonna love it. So
yeah,
stay
just
tuned.
know, just a real slight hint. I mean, one of the designs might have something to do with the king. So just keep that in mind.
You talking about Burger King? No.
Hey, man, you can have it your way, man. We all for it, man. We can have it your way.
The collab, nah.
And so, also, you know, our Destination Fantasy League. Woody, I don't know if you ever did this one here, but this one is basically themed for our show here and our brand. Okay. And so, last year, this past year, me and Deshaun was in the finals, and I take victory on that one. But yeah, we're recruiting. Be a part of this league, or whoever wants to be a part of this league. We would definitely, you know, be showcasing this league throughout the season. And
okay,
you know, maybe we might have some special gear for people participating in this league. We'll see. But you know, just be on the lookout for that. So yeah, Deshaun, let us know where they can find us, man.
Man, you can find us wherever, you know, podcasts are available. Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Like, we are there. So make sure you guys check us out. And we are streaming live right now up on Facebook as well as YouTube. And as far as like the YouTube, make sure you guys, you know, if you like the content, great. Like it, thumbs up, sub up, you know, do all of that good stuff. And definitely we appreciate the support along the way. Me and Jamar have, you know, it's been a fantastic road for us. Like, we are branching out into like different things. This thing is like growing before our eyes. It has been amazing. We enjoy, you know, getting up. This is like basically the week's end for us. You know, we got to start the work week over come like tomorrow, but it always gives us something to look forward to. So again, we appreciate everyone for rocking with us, and, you know, appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. And Woody, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube as well. Just you know.
Oh, I got you. Almost done.
All right. So, all right. So for my brother Deshaun, thank you again once again, Woody. I'm Jamar. We'll see you all next week. Peace out.